Imagine a time when fire ruled this land, when mountains erupted with ash and lava, reshaping the very earth beneath them. This was Cappadocia's beginning, a story written in fire and transformed by time. Millions of years ago, three mighty volcanoes, Mount Erciyes, Mount Hassan, and Mount Golu erupted, covering the region in thick layers of volcanic ash. Over centuries, this ash hardened into a soft, porous rock called tuff. But nature wasn't finished. Wind, rain, and ice became sculptors, carving valleys, spires, and the formations we now call fairy chimneys. What makes Cappadocia's landscape so unique is the delicate balance between the soft, tough, and harder layers of basalt and andesite. As erosion worked away the softer rock, the harder layers resisted, creating the surreal, mushroom-like pinnacles that defy explanation at first glance. This land is more than beautiful, it's practical. The same rock that was shaped by nature would later be shaped by human hands. Cappadocia is a masterpiece, not just of the forces that created it, but of the people who found refuge and inspiration in its depths. A canvas of resilience and creativity, it was forged by fire but destined to be a home. Cappadocia's fairy chimneys aren't just geological wonders, they're storytellers. For centuries, people have woven myths to explain their strange and magical shapes, blending imagination with the land itself. One tale speaks of fairies who lived in harmony with humans until jealousy turned them to stone. Another tells of giants who carved the chimneys to mark their territory. These legends aren't just fanciful. They reflect humanity's instinct to connect the natural world with the supernatural, to turn the unexplained into something meaningful. But why Cappadocia? To ancient civilizations, these formations must have seemed like creations of the divine. The myths gave the land spirit and character, embedding it deeply into the cultural identity of those who lived here. Over time, as new people came to Cappadocia, the stories evolved. Hittites may have seen the chimneys as symbols of nature's power, while early Christians interpreted them as markers of divine protection. Even now, the myths endure. They're more than stories, they're reminders of how we seek to understand the extraordinary, to make sense of beauty that feels otherworldly. Cappadocia doesn't just inspire wonder, it invites us to see the world through the eyes of those who came before us, whose stories live on in every chimney and spire. For centuries, Cappadocia's people didn't just live on the land, they lived within it. The region's soft volcanic rock, carved by nature, became their greatest ally, transformed into homes, fortresses, and even entire underground cities. These structures tell a story of survival and innovation, one that echoes through the chambers and passageways hidden beneath the surface. The first settlers, arriving as far back as the Bronze Age, began carving rudimentary shelters into the rock. But it was the early Christians, escaping Roman persecution, who took this ingenuity to astonishing heights. They created underground cities like Derinkuyu, capable of housing 20,000 people. These cities were not only homes but sanctuaries, with ventilation shafts, water wells, and escape tunnels meticulously designed to keep communities safe. How were such feats achieved? The answer lies in the tuff itself. A soft rock that could be shaped with basic tools, yet was durable enough to support vast chambers. These cities were engineering marvels. Rolling stone doors sealed off passages, while complex ventilation systems ensured air flowed freely, even deep underground. Above ground, fortresses like Ukisar Castle served as lookout points and defensive strongholds, blending seamlessly into the landscape. These spaces were more than practical. They were deeply symbolic. Hidden frescoes in rock-hewn chapels reveal the spiritual lives of those who sought refuge here, their faith preserved in vibrant colors. Together, these structures embody the resilience of people who refuse to surrender to external threats or the challenges of their environment. What drove them to such lengths? Was it purely fear of invaders, or a deeper connection to a land that offered both protection and possibility? Whatever the answer, these hidden worlds remain a testament to human ingenuity, quietly standing the test of time. Cappadocia is more than a place. It's a story etched into stone, one that bridges the ancient and the modern. Its valleys and chimneys, shaped by fire and water, once sheltered civilizations and now inspire travelers from around the world. But this legacy faces challenges. Tourism, though vital, strains the delicate formations, while climate change accelerates the natural erosion that sculpted this landscape over millennia. Efforts are underway to protect Cappadocia, but its future depends on a balance between preservation and exploration. Why does this land matter? Cappadocia is not just a geological marvel or a cultural treasure, it's a symbol of resilience. From the first settlers who carved homes into the rock to the early Christians who found refuge underground, this region reflects humanity's ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting shadows over the chimneys and valleys, Cappadocia leaves a lasting impression. It reminds us that beauty is often born from challenge, and that the stories of those who came before can inspire us to protect and cherish what remains. Cappadocia isn't just a destination, it's a call to preserve the extraordinary.